Now, from WYDC TV, this is Big Fox News at 10.
Good evening. I'm Scott Beadle with Big Fox News. Tonight, there is no deal between President Trump and Kim Jong-un after their highly anticipated summit. Talks in Vietnam failed to produce an agreement. The president claims North Korea's leader wanted all sanctions lifted before giving up his nuclear program. While no agreement was reached, Kim did commit to continue to pause nuclear and missile testing. Congressman Tom Reed was on the Frankly Speaking radio show this morning to give his thoughts on what he thinks the next step should be.
I think the next step is Kim Jong-un is going to go back to North Korea. He's going to have to answer some questions to some folks around him because, he's in a very precarious position, in my opinion. If he continues where he's at, the sanctions are taking hold even further. Internally, the country is in a very, a difficult condition that is causing people to suffer significantly. And I don't know how you stay as a leader in power, if the population and the populace start to rise up and rightfully demand that leader be taken out. So I think he's got to look at that, and he's going to have to deal with that. But also, he's going to also have to look at the world stage and how his country is becoming more and more isolated unless he hopefully makes the right decision, that is, go back to the table and negotiate this out in good faith and in a substantive, verifiable manner.
Trump and Kim also discussed removing U.S. forces from the Korean Peninsula and lifting of the American and international sanctions designed to force Pyongyang to give up its weapons programs. Corning Community College held a Black History Month celebration today in its Center for Diversity and Inclusion. The event was called Honoring the Past, Inspiring the Future. It featured music played by students and staff and an impressive lineup of speakers. Georgia Verdier, the president of the Elmira Corning NAACP, and Sky Moss, an associate professor of humanities and social sciences, both spoke. The keynote speaker was Dr. Gregory Williams, the Science and Technology Division Performance Excellence Champion at Corning Incorporated.
Greg is a member of the Corning Incorporated staff over at Sullivan Park, but he is in our hearts, first and foremost, a fabulous mentor to young African American men. And so he has been working with our African American male students for a number of years, and having a role model such as that for our young men is just terrific. Here is a man who has made it really to the pinnacle of his career, and he's prepared to give back in ways that really mean a lot to students today. So we're delighted to have him. We've had a series of smaller events throughout the month, sponsored by different student clubs and faculty and staff, but we like to have on the final day a culminating event where we bring the community in. So we have a community speaker, we have members of both our faculty, staff, students, and community playing music today, all in celebration of the richness that our diversity brings to our campus.
Connie Park, the Executive Director of Human Resources and the Chief Diversity Officer, served as MC for the event. A farmhouse in Corning is up for grabs to the winner of a writing contest. The Victorian-style home belongs to Tim and Maggie Lott and sits on 5 acres of farm equipped for horses. Instead of just selling their house, they've decided to make it the grand prize in an essay contest. The entry fee costs $150. The essay needs to be between 500 and 1,000 words. The essay must address the question, what would owning a 5-acre farm property mean to me, us, or my family? The winner will also receive $10,000. The Summerland Farm Essay Contest requires a minimum of 2,500 entries. The deadline is July 1st. You can find out more by looking up Summerland Farm Essay on Facebook. We're looking ahead to our next winter system that could hit over the weekend. Meteorologist Kim Walker is next with your Big Fox forecast.
Now, your Twin Tiers forecast from Big Fox.
Welcome back, everyone. We should see some sunshine tomorrow. It's going to be not quite as cold as today, and we're going to continue that warming trend through your Saturday, starting off with some snow and then rain possible by the end of the day as those temperatures warm up, and then it's going to get colder by the end of the weekend. Tonight, frigid conditions, temperatures dropping down into the teens with partly cloudy skies, and then highs tomorrow will be in the 30s. Finally, today we only saw highs in the 20s, and then as we make our way into the weekend, we're going to warm up to around 40 degrees on Saturday, starting off with snow, but that will be changing into rain and then more snow possible through your Monday, but temperatures will be dropping single digits for overnight lows, and highs will only be in the 20s. Scott?
All right, thank you, Kim. Thanks for joining us on Big Fox News. Have a great night.